may have found the parade.
Seems more like a political rally. This is the first church in the New World.
I am becoming decent.
This is amazing.
Welcome to Bums on a Boat. This week, we took a break from boat work to explore, experience culture, and film a special episode. These 25 minutes are dedicated to you, our subscriber. You make a big difference in our journey, and we hope you are enjoying the ride as much as we are.
These are the tales of Moab.
Check this out. 25,000 people? How is this possible? 25,000 of you have actually clicked the little red button that says subscribe, which shows that you're a little bit interested in what we're doing out here. That's amazing. To celebrate, we're going to do a 25,000 subscriber special, and we're gonna take you along for this epic 4-hour bus ride.
All right, so you can probably tell that we are on the bus right now. Joel's already spilled his beer. It's kind of a wild ride. We don't really know what we're in for, but we do know it's probably a 4 or 5 hour trip. We've got AC.
What's bugging me is how packed this bus is. There's really nowhere to keep anything. We think it's gonna get packed. It's not just gonna be a bus ride.
It's not?
No. The bus ride is gonna get us to where we're going.
Where are we going?
Santiago.
Santiago?
We want to soak up some culture.
Joel's only half right. We're going to Santiago first on the way to Santo Domingo, which is the capital and the
I get the two mixed
city
up all the time. I knew she was gonna make fun of me.
and the center of the whole cultural Dominican experience. Quick quiz for you, Joel.
Yeah.
Where are we?
We're on our way to Santiago. I think we're about 45 minutes away.
That's incorrect. Do you want to try again?
We're in Santiago?
No. Anybody want to help him out?
We're in Santo Domingo.
Oh.
Are we there?
Ding, 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 ding.
Stuff. We see this guy over here. I'm gonna go mess with him a little bit. Hola, señor, ¿cómo está? Oh, bien. De nada. I was surprised. I said, ¿Cómo está, señor? He broke his pose very quickly and said, oh, very good. In New York, you try that stuff? Nothing. You get nothing. So he's good. He's good. Look at him. But see, he winked. He's moving.
I guess that's what you call a part-time statue, not a full-time one.
He's good. He looks good. But I mean, come on. When I say "Cómo está," you're supposed to just give me nothing.
Okay, so we're standing here in the square, the center of the city, the colonial zone. We're just at the base of a statue of Christopher Columbus, and Danilee was dropping some pretty interesting historical facts.
It's the oldest inhabited city in the New World, whereas Isabella was the first inhabited city of the New World, I think.
How exciting is this? Welcome to the room. We're staying at Discovery Hotel. Felt like you guys needed to see this. I'm not really sure why there's these floating balls here. That maybe is a cherry. It's very interesting. I mean, maybe let me know what you think this painting means. So this room costs $30 a night.
So we have hot water in the bathroom. The bathroom's pretty nice, comfy bed, a fridge, kind of an added bonus.
and air conditioning.
Happy 25,000 subscriber special video. I hope you guys are enjoying the ride. Tomorrow is when the real fun begins. Already we've learned so much. I just learned tonight that Christopher Columbus had a brother.
That's true.
Did you know that?
I had no idea.
There's actually a statue of his brother, but he's kind of off on the side. The main statue is Christopher Columbus, really tall, pointing a finger. Today is the day for learning, exploration, and soaking up culture. That's right. We're gonna soak up all the culture we can here in Santo Domingo. Right now we're on the rooftop of this Discovery Hotel, just checking out the view. About to go get some breakfast and get this day started. Oh yeah. Doing this cruising thing, you meet people from all sorts of walks of life. I never thought I'd be hanging out with Bill. It's a crazy little duo here. Bill is retired, was a New York state trooper.
One of my former customers, potentially. 25 years, yeah, New York State Police, and retired now and cruising around the world.
And I think you might even be one of our subscribers. Maybe?
We are.
Did
We
you
are.
subscribe?
Yes.
Okay, so
yeah, we followed these guys online on their channel for a year before we even got to New Prague, and then we came here. We had to look them up, hunt them down, buy them a beer. And I think everyone out there should do the same thing.
Carol and Lance. Woohoo! February 23rd, 2020. National District. The guy behind the counter said 27 de febrero, or 27 de febrero.
Which is Independence Day.
Independence Day, my birthday, February 27th. Maybe he was telling us the street, because Drew's looking at a map over here.
There's Major Road, 27th de Febrero. Maybe that's where we're supposed to go, not when we're supposed to go.
Maybe where, not when. So we found this awesome door. I can't resist. I really want to try to knock this and see if someone slides this open and ask for a password. So I'm gonna...
noise.
That's pretty fun. Hola. Nobody's home.
There's this massive statue behind us overlooking the water. Joel's done a little bit of homework and he's going to tell you what this guy is all about.
The most notable thing is he was the first European to denounce the enslavement of the indigenous people. Say, with what right and with what justice you have these Indians in cruel and horrible servitude? Are these not men? Do they not have rational animations? Are you not forced to love them like yourselves? Of the Sermon of Advent, December 21st, 1511. How neat is that? A skate park. Skateboarding was very much a part of my life during the high school years. So we are on
The Malecon,
the Malecon.
which we can't translate exactly, but context clues lead us to believe that's the seawall. It's like kind of tough to come here to a beautiful beach and see it just covered with garbage. And I think it's easy as coming from Western society to see that and just project a lot of judgment onto it and say how dirty this culture is, how careless they must be with their garbage. But I mean, we're really not here to judge. We're just here to kind of experience this different culture, this different place. And it's really hard for me to look at that, but we wanted to leave the States to see something different, I guess, and that's definitely different.
This is basically it. When you're touring with the cruisers, you're just walking around, wandering kind of aimlessly, taking pictures of all sorts of random stuff.
You know, tourist mode. Update, live update. We may have found the parade.
Yeah, just wandering around. We see a lot of people.
All right, that was a major false alarm. No parade today.
I wasn't excited.
No parade at all. We walked basically the entire length of the Malecon and we've stopped to regroup.
We gave up on the parade. We booked an Uber. We're gonna go look at Tres Ojos, and we can see our poor driver on the map. He keeps trying to get to us and turning around, just right around the corner. We're pretty sure the parade is happening just over yonder. So a wild turn of events. There is a parade indeed happening right down there. So we had to call our friends, have them re-Uber back to where we're at. We're gonna stay here. While we had a moment, I was just thinking a lot of you subscribers may be saving up and planning on doing what Bill and Dana Lee have done, which is retired, sell the house. And I just thought I'd ask him one question. If he could do it all over again, what would you do?
Everything we heard and read was just get the boat and go, and then worry about it later. Fix it downrange, just get the boat ready and go. But we thought we were smarter than that. We'd sold our house and had some money to put into the boat, so we had this idea that we're going to refit it, redo a lot of things on the boat, get it all new, renew a lot of stuff, and we ended up spending way too much time in the yard, like 3 times longer than we thought, and probably 3 times more money. And in hindsight, we should have followed what everybody says. Just get the boat ready enough and go.
Well, Dana Lee just said she totally disagrees. I know she's coordinating and stuff, but why do you disagree?
I totally disagree because our boat is completely fixed. And starting off, knowing everything about our boat, having worked on it for 18 months, there's no part of my boat that I don't know. And so I know what's going to break soon and what we've already fixed. So I like it. I like that we did it that way.
So it's not uncommon, I guess, for cruiser couples to completely disagree and still work together and make the dream a reality, even though...
Yeah, I think that's how you work together best, is by having different opinions, and together you come up with a somewhat reasonable plan.
Now that is a well-trained horse. Mom, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? Cars driving by, there's no one, it's not tied up or anything, it's just chilling there on the street. It's amazing.
It even has a basket for its poop.
Main strip here, what are you noticing? What we're seeing a lot of?
Casinos and strip clubs.
Casinos and strip
It's a
clubs.
little mini Vegas out here in Santo Domingo.
I feel like we're going the wrong way. Everybody is going the other way. And it seems more like a political rally and less of like a parade with floats and stuff.
While in Santo Domingo, we found ourselves in the middle of a peaceful march for democracy. The Dominican Republic is a young democracy, still struggling to legitimize itself after a long history of authoritarian rule. Elections have been held since 1965, following the assassination of dictator Trujillo. However, the elections have not always been democratic, and 2 men essentially dominated Dominican politics for the latter half of the 20th century. Juan Bosch, founder of the current ruling party, and Trujillo protege Joaquin Balaguer. Today, the incumbent party has held the presidency for 20 of the last 24 years. The PLD, Dominican Liberation Party, is suspected of foul play and electronic ballot complications which took place on February 17th. Elections have been rescheduled for March 15th. Meanwhile, the people are calling for unbiased supervision of the Electoral Committee from international organizations. We were surprised to learn that this parade was actually a protest by the opposition. The energy was so uplifting.
Somos en los Parque Nacional, el Parque Nacional de los Tres Ojos.
Translation, we are at a national park here in Santo Domingo. The name of it is the Three Eyes, and we're about to entrar. Yo está entrar.
I think there's
No?
a monster here, a three-eyed monster, and that's what we're going to see.
I think they're three bodies of water, maybe, from looking at a picture. Just three little...
I think it's a three-eyed monster.
A three-eyed monster? A real one?
Yep.
I don't know. What? Check out these statues, though. They
all
This-
have two eyes.
two eyes. They don't have three, but they seem like monks or friars. I'm getting a really kind of a religious vibe here in Santo Domingo. Are you?
Yes, definitely.
Seems very
The whole country, really.
pretty religious. Whoa! What's going on down there?
We're going into the earth.
It's amazing how quiet it just got within, I don't know, 20 steps.
quiet.
It just is so quiet. You can't hear the traffic. You can hardly hear people. Oh my gosh, it really makes you just want to be calm. This is amazing.
I just love how quiet it is down here. You hardly ever get that in the Dominican Republic.
What do you think?
I think it's hot, but magical.
Yeah.
And it makes you want to talk very quiet. Root went down about 30 feet until it found ground, and now it's rooted way down here. Pretty cool.
So we just took a boat ride across the lake, deeper and deeper into the cave, where I think we're gonna find the monster with the three eyes.
So one of the men that just pulled us across said he's been doing this for 35 years, 9 hours a day, 6 days a week. He's 51 years old, but I would have swore he was like 30. So we thought he started when he was 5 years old. That's commitment.
I still wonder from time to time if I am fooling myself with lies. It's creeping.
Uber has totally revolutionized.
Oh, there it is.
I'm focused.
I'm at your legs.
I focus, I'm always focused.
Not you, the
I wake up. Uber has totally revolutionized the traveling experience. I mean, Danilee just shoots a message. 5 minutes later, there's a car right there ready to go.
Super easy, no question what you're gonna pay.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing is, yeah, you know what you're gonna get right when you jump in. Cool.
Yeah.
Did you know there was a Chinatown in Santo Domingo?
Santo Domingo, I had no idea.
So the cruising life is so awesome because you meet people from all different walks of life, different cultures. Carol is from, where are you from exactly?
From Jinan, China. Jinan.
China.
Yeah.
China, China.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where
And-
in China?
Jinan is between Beijing and Shanghai in the middle.
Okay.
Here is Shanghai, here is Beijing. We are today.
Okay, okay. And so we just learned a little Mandarin. Maybe you'd like to know. I would say ni hao, she she, and then you would say bukachi. Bukachi. So I have said thank you, and then you can say bukachi. You're welcome for subscribing. Finally realized why people say you're not supposed to wear socks with sandals. Because when it rains, your socks just get soaking wet.
You mean it's not just a fashion?
No, it's a functionality thing. And when it rains, your socks just get wet. It's better to have just bare feet.
My hair's kind of wet too.
It's not an easy lesson to learn, but I think it's finally learned. Good morning. This is our last day in Santo Domingo, and we are going to visit one more epic spot. Is it an old building?
It's a cathedral.
A cathedral?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool looking. This is the first church in the New World. We read that you could go in after 8 o'clock, so we showed up after 8.
It's about 9:30.
It's closed.
Who knows what's gonna happen? We thought we were gonna go visit the church, but this is as close as we're getting so far.
And we figured it out. We're about to enter the oldest church in the New World. It's a little strange because we thought we already visited that church in La Isabela. It's such a tiny little building compared to this massive cathedral.
So actually, Christopher Columbus first settled in Haiti. That didn't work out. Next, they tried to make a settlement in La Isabela, which is very close to Luperon, which is where we're at, and that didn't work out so well either. So then they came down here to the other side of the island, and this is the longest lasting permanent settlement. So maybe that's why they consider this to be the first real church.
What are you doing?
I am becoming decent.
They won't let you enter?
Nope. Oh, no shoulders.
Okay, no videos are allowed in there, guys, so bye. Did you feel anything different in there?
The quiet space I really like. It's so interesting to me because this is such a religious culture and everybody's really loud and exuberant and kind of dancing and partying all the time, it seems like. But then you go into a sacred space and it's very quiet, very pious. I had to wear a skirt draped over my legs because my dress just wasn't quite long enough to cover my knees. So there are aspects of this culture that are very, very conservative. I am so glad that we decided to come here to Santo Domingo. It's so different from Luperon, obviously, but I think we just got a much greater appreciation for this country and its culture and its history.
Just about to catch the bus ride home and
back to work.
Back to work, everybody.
Thanks for joining us on this adventure, guys. We'll see you next week with more boat madness. And if you haven't ever left a comment before, consider just saying hi, popping into those comments. I know there's a good portion of you that watch and don't leave comments, but just consider saying hi sometime.
And we have to say thank you to a lot of you who have been letting us know that you watch the ads. Yeah. And that means a lot, and you don't have to do that. I think you can skip them usually pretty quickly.
Of course.
But it really does go a long way. Just you taking time to watch our little creations here.
Yeah.
And watching the ads really helps a lot. So thank you. Even the thumbs up is huge. Honestly, it really makes a big difference. So thanks for subscribing. Thanks for sticking with the bums. We're growing as individuals. We're growing as sailors. We have a long ways to go. So let's see what happens next. Excuse me.
You guys come here often?
We do. We do. You mind taking a photo for us?
Sure.
These are the tales of Moab.
Over here. Over here.
Come on, Willie. Pay attention. Focus.
Moab! Lola dipped.
How come you're so quiet?